there are three things I think that people, if they can learn anything from me, that these are the things that I hope ring the most true and are the most, like, create the most connections for people. Number one is when you are the most authentic version of yourself, that is when you're going to attract the right people into your life. Kind of like how you were saying earlier with the vibrations and, misery loves company. If you want to be a happy person, you want to be a productive person, you want to be a person who makes change, you need to talk about that, because the more you talk about it, the more it's going to push away those people who aren't, and it's going to bring in those people who are. If you're an artist and you need those collaborations to, like, be the best artist of the version of yourself, you have to talk about your art. You have to be willing to talk about the things that you're passionate about so people can find you. The next thing I think that people should learn from me on the business side of stuff is you have to know how to do everything. You need to be able to put your hand on every single aspect of everything that you want to do, and you need to learn how to do it yourself, even if it's not good, because you need to know the value of what you're trying to create and what it would take for other people to come in and do that with you. So like my graphics person, right? All Access Geek, their name is JC. They are incredibly talented. I can do graphic design, but it's nothing on what they can do. And for their price point, they deliver a truly terrific product that you guys will see and everyone will see on social media. They're already all over because they've been doing it for us, I think, since May of last year. And so, but I knew that value was very important, and that was something that, like, I really needed help. Just because I could do it doesn't mean that I should do it. I worked for someone once who told me that you should never own a business that you can't step in and do every single job that you're asking other people to do. If you can't be humble enough to be like, this isn't below me, like, to say this is below me, that's ridiculous. It's your business. Every single aspect of this is a reflection of yourself. And so you need to be able to do that for understanding and for, like, just so everybody has the same sense of pride in what you're trying to accomplish. And then the last thing that I think people should learn from me is to take risks. My dad and I used to talk about this, and he's given some questionable advice over the years, albeit. It's nobody else is going to take a risk for you. And if you're going to take a risk, it might as well be on yourself. If you're going to risk your time, your energy, your money, anything, your connections to people, your name, your reputation, you have to be willing to, like, make the leap of faith. And if you don't take that leap, like, nobody's going to do it for you. You have to be the first one to take the step so that other people can see that you're willing to take the risk for yourself, so they will follow suit and also take the same risks or be able to support you in that risk so it's not as big of a risk. And then that way you're, like I said earlier, World War III is maybe right around the corner. We might get hit by an asteroid. You never know when life is going to be over. You never know when something is going to be your breaking point. So why would you waste time not at least trying at the bare minimum? Like, if I die and I'm not as successful as I thought I was going to be, I can say for certainty that I died trying.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. And I do think people do get caught up in that fear. And they don't want to die trying. They're just comfortable.
Yeah.
But with World War III potentially coming, get out of your comfort zone.
Complacency is dangerous.
Yeah.
When you become inactive, people have heart failure from inactivity.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is scientific. We have so much research to support this. And that same philosophy should carry over from your heart physically to your heart emotionally to your soul to your brain to everything. The more you stay active in something, the longer you can withstand it.